Zach Braziller, New York Post. Joel, how's your ankle feeling, and are you going to practice fully today?
Yeah, we had practice already, and I went through the whole practice. It feels pretty good. I'm almost close to 100%, so just still a little bruise in there, but that's the only thing that's bothering me. So.
Up here in the front, Myron.
Myron Metcalf, ESPN. For Joel and Theo, when you watch them on film, what's the biggest challenge you think that Butler poses to you all?
First thing, they are very disciplined. We played them my freshman year, very physical game. They don't make many mistakes, so it's sort of like a Virginia game. They play very disciplined on the defensive end.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. They just play hard. That's the biggest thing. They do the little things like 50-50 balls, being there to take charges, just play solid defense, and they don't try to do anything outside of what they can't do, and they're just sound and disciplined. So.
Back in the middle.
Zach Braziller, New York Post. Justin, what stood out to you when you watched Schravitz on film, their big kid, and what kind of challenge is it to your big guys to face a guy like that who could step out and hit the three, who kind of runs their offense, basically?
Yeah, I mean, he's a playmaker for them at the 5 position. I think he's got the second best assist-turnover ratio on the team. So, for us, we worked on a couple things, but it's just, trying to sit down and stop him. He can do a bunch of different things in the post, out on the perimeter. He can step out and hit the three. So, we have to make a real effort of trying to sit down and just try to be there wherever he is.
Guys on the far right over there. Mike Toper, Spectrum News. Several of you guys after the last game said that game was important because you hadn't played a game like that where you've been up, then the other team kind of got back in it. What was the most important thing you took from that moving forward to this week and to kind of not, let things get out of hand there with such a big lead?
Yeah, I just think we got to stick to just playing how we play and not letting the team take us out of what we want to do. And I think at the beginning of the game, Arkansas we did a good job of just playing our game, making the pace fast, and then they started pressing, and then we started playing their game, and we just didn't get the shots that we wanted, and we're just turning over the ball. And so I think the biggest thing is just sticking to our style of play and just getting up and down the court like we want to. And then, like you said, we just needed that game. We hadn't had a tough game like that in a while. So to know that we can, be down 5 with 3 minutes left and still win the game, that just shows the toughness that we have. And if we ever get in that spot again, we have a capability of being able to come out with the win. So.
Let's go over here on the right and then into the middle there.
Justin Jackson, can you just talk about the evolution of your game since your freshman year? You've really grown as a player into an NBA player. Can you just talk about your evolution for a little bit?
I mean, it's 2 words: hard work, or whether that's 1 word with a hyphen, whatever you want to say. But but yeah, I mean, it's just all the time that I put in the gym. Last year, I tried to get better, but I don't know if I necessarily had, the right mindset going into the off season and then into the season. I think this summer, the summer was big for me. For me, I tried to use the motivation of trying to get myself better, which would, end up helping the team get better. And so, it's all hard work. That's all it really is.
Right in the front middle.
This is for Joel. John Varlas from the Commercial Appeal of Memphis. Joel, I know you guys can control what you do, but you guys are the last ACC team standing. I mean, you compete with those guys week in and week out. I mean, are you guys surprised to be in this position as the representative for your great conference?
Yes, sir, I think so. We have a great conference. We got a lot of good teams, and to be the only one standing, that's what you want. We want to get farther than that, than what we are now, but just to be the last team from our conference representing that, it's a great thing. And, we would like to have other teams in our conference because we think that we're the best conference in the nation. So we would like more teams to represent the ACC, but, that's just how it didn't play out like that, but to be able to be the only team left, I mean, it's an honor. But I mean, we just gotta finish it out, and hopefully we can bring it back, the whole thing to our conference. So.
Myron in the front, and then we'll go to the right.
Myron Metcalf, ESPN. Following up on that, Joel, was it fair for people to criticize the entire league for how they struggled in the first 2 rounds?
I mean, you could, just because, like he said, we're the only team left. But at the same time, that's why they call it March Madness. I mean, anything can happen. It's one game. Just some teams, just didn't have their best games on the day that they played, and they don't get another chance. Winner stays and loser goes home. So, I mean, it's hard to say, if the other teams are better. But, I mean, it just so happened that the other teams came to play that day, and they just had a good day. So, I mean, it's how you want to look at it. But I still think that we had the best teams in the nation. But they just, didn't go their way. So,
On the right, and time for 1 or 2 more.
Jeffrey Wright, WMFS. For any of you three, when you look at Butler on film, of the teams that you've played this season, who do you think they resemble the most?
Theo, you want to take that?
Yeah. We said earlier that they kind of resemble Virginia. They make everything tough. They're always going to be there. I remember on Scout Report, they told us early, they was like, don't think you're not going to be guarded. Every time you catch the ball, they're going to be there. It's just how they are. So everything's going to be tough. It's going to be more important for everybody to do better screening, getting open, working harder to get the ball, and all the little things. 50-50 ball. So it's more of a game just like Virginia, sort of.
Justin, Joel, anything to add? Anything else for these student athletes? Okay, gentlemen, thank you very much.